96 players have participated in RLIS this season, and we're coming down to the last series. We're in Superstar, the pinnacle of Irish Rocket League, really, and we're looking at two teams that have really dominated the tier, and the only opposition they've had is each other. We're looking at Irish Giants today versus the High Kings. I'm joined by no one knows Nova. I'm Enron on the desk. Nova, how are you getting on?
You know what? When we have finals with players of this caliber, how can you not be getting on great? Two teams that have fought hard all season. I've been told first and second in league play. I'm not 100% sure on that. And look, it's really set itself up to be an amazing best of 9 here.
You know me, I'm the stats man. You ask me the questions, I'll give you the stats. First and second in league play, correct. Irish Giants finished 31.5 points. They really smacked around Superstar. They made a lot of other teams look very average. High Kings 25.5, a bit back from them, but High Kings were clear by miles of the third place team, Banshees. They came through the semi-finals, 4-2. Irish Giants, bit of controversy in their one. They took an FF win in the twos. They could have gone all the way to game 7. They could have lost. They weren't very good in that semi-final. High Kings, on the other hand, they looked amazing against the Banshees, and they dominated that with a 4-0 win. You are looking at probably two of the most informed players in Irish Rocket League at the moment. Luca Poe versus Shark. Nova, can Shark be beaten today?
Look, I think it always takes a bit of quality for that to happen, but the way Luke's been playing in the last month of Elite, topping it and winning it for himself, and as well as Nuss, always a solid player. Parable there to just back them up. I think there is a great chance, but they are going to have to pull something out of the hat. They're going to have to play spectacular. But there's always a chance. Do I back them? Look. I think High Kings do take this. But I do think it goes the length. I do think Giants give them a fight. But you know what, Enron, I'll ask, what do you think? Do you agree with me?
My prediction for today is a 5-3 win to the High Kings, would you believe? I think Shark is good enough to carry D Lynch and Quint to this win. It's whether he takes it completely seriously, but I think he wants an almost completely unblotched copybook. And as we get into game 1 here, let's talk quickly about the format, and then I'll let you take it away from here. We're looking at 3s, 2s, and 1s. Most of them are 3s, and as we saw the other day, Irish Giants, when they played an All-Star, they won all their 3s games. 3s wins titles, Nova. This is going to be big.
Going to be big indeed, and these players are going to want to start off big, that's for sure. Shark centering it across to Quint. Good beat there, Parable, bit awkward, it drops the Shark, we're going to see the first goal. No, Parable with quick recovery. So Dealant off the sidewall, bit slow. Luke Poe does have his numbers, that falls to Nuss. Jumping up for it, going to try and get the pinch, but it's just right the Shark. He positions himself perfectly. See, he looks to beat Luke Poe, does well. Where's the follow-up? Not really there. But you're already seeing players on both sides a bit low on boosts. Happy to commit a bit heavy to these players. Again, Shark just on 0. Luke Poe booming away. Oh, and he has the beat. 1v1 with D-Lynch. The block coming out. Will Nuss open us up with a goal here? No, it's off the post, Rob.
Yeah, great read by Shark, not to dive mindlessly at that. He knew Nuss was missing it. And yeah, I want to also just point out, because I'm going to be brutal on these players because they should all be better than both of us. D-Lynch actually did miss an open net at the start of the game. That needs to be pointed out. And Luca Poe does not miss.
Yeah, and that's great from Luke Poe. Beats one. Maybe Quint should have challenged that. You can see he beats Luke Poe to the ball, I think, if he does go for it. But as soon as he gives him the opportunity, Luke Poe, he does everything right, going for the bump play there. And these are the games that matters most, folks. There's 5 series of trees here, or rather 5 games of trees here. You could lose all your 2s, lose all your 1s, but once you win your trees, that is what matters. And we'll see if they can stay on top here. But Quint, he wants to play it to Shark. The shot is a bit weak and right out Luke Poe. He's happy to just take this to the wall as he beats out Dealant. Beats out Shark as well. Where's the next touch going to go? He's going to try to take it to the backboard. Pinches it down, which Parable reads, but it's not a great one. So Dealant plays the Quint, but nothing coming from it. Shark, and it's over. And the way it's looking, Rob, so far, is that High Kings, they haven't brought their shooting game in the first 2 minutes, really.
No, and Nuss bailed out his teammates there. That was a really good play from him. His other 2 teammates, no, Luca Poe got the goal. They're both looking a bit shaky. So, yeah, High Kings do look kind of dominant.
Yeah, it's great that they are dominant, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. how dominant you are. It matters about that scoreline and what that number at the top ends at the end of the game. And right now, as we enter the second half, Giants do still find themselves 1-0 up, and it does feel like they're the ones creating the threatening chances. So here comes Lukepo, gets 50 and Quint, 1v1 with Nuss, but he's missed the ball. Possibly the greatest chance they've had. Nuss is on 0 boost to end in an awkward position, but Quint fails to capitalise. Here he comes again though, weak shot right to Parable, boomed away. Oh, but here comes Shark, we know what he can do, gets the flip reset, beats his man, Parable controls on the goal line and takes it around D-Lynch. What can he do now? Has 100 boost to working tank, gets the bump. Him and Nuss a bit awkward with each other, and Shark gets the pinch down the line, it's not on. But I do see what you were saying earlier, Enron. It is looking quite awkward, it is looking quite shaky, and there is a lot of double commits coming out from Giants here.
Yeah, it is worth noticing or saying as well that Quint has looked especially shaky from the High Kings just as he scores. Well, look, that's Caster's curse. But up until there, he was shaky as hell. So, good finish though. Great pass from D-Lynch, by the way. D-Lynch has been playing kind of well.
Yeah, credit's given where credit is due. Parable does get close to it, but Quint just gets enough on the back of it to make sure that goes in best in net.
You should say about it. Being brutally honest.
It definitely wasn't the toughest one to save, but it was out of his reach just a bit. And maybe, just maybe, that's what High Kings needed. Something to just back them up here, something give them a bit of confidence. Quint gets a demo D-Lynch expecting the touch to come out, so he ends up missing the ball. On that bounce, Lukepo completely caught out! And Shark will have one of the easiest goals he'll have today. 2-1, Rob.
Oh, those mechanics are brilliant there. Any of the lower level players in RLI looking to improve their mechanics, just look how Shark used his wave dash there perfectly. He used it onto the wall, so he'd have full momentum coming off of it, and I caught Lukepo completely off guard. And yeah, the Shark gravy at the moment is looking pretty good.
Looking great for him, but there is still another minute and 15 remaining. And we know Giants, they're not going to go out without a fight. Nuss gets a awkward touch there. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. So it sparks another counter attack. D-Lynch 0 boost, does dive for it and gets close. So back to his own corner. Not the greatest redirect, so Nuss plays it into Parable, who doesn't get a touch on the ball. Maybe it would have only ended at 50, but it was better than missing it. And now Quint and Lukepo going toe to toe on the goal line. Played into the midfield, Nuss 50ing it. Falls out to the left hand side. Lukepo gets out 50 by Shark. And Enrong, really everything the High Kings are doing right now is just going perfectly for them.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with some of the touches though the High Kings are making. They're kind of just passing the ball away, giving it away all the time. I suppose I'll talk more about that at the end of the game, but yeah, nice little save there, but it's actually poor shot from Shark. He put it in the wrong place. But yeah, like at the moment, like as I kind of said at the start of the game, even when the Giants scored, it felt like High Kings were kind of dominating midfield, and that's kind of how the game has played out.
Something does have to change, that's for sure, because unless something does change, Game 1 is going to High Kings. Lukepo on 0 boost, has to leave it for Parable. Nuss not getting anywhere near that, but Shark has to use all of his boost. Lukepo playing across, Nuss, he's up, taps onto the backboard. Parable trying to drop down, but that is a great block from Quint, and that secures Game 1 for High Kings. Yeah,
so on course at the moment. 1-0 to High Kings, 5-3 I said. Yeah, Quint was very shaky at the start. As soon as he calmed down, his goal that he scored actually kind of calmed him down a bit, and he was very good since then. Yeah, Parable got a lot of saves, but it felt like he was playing very defensive, very far back. Feels like he's been kind of outclassed at the moment. You could kind of say the same about D-Lynch as well, but that's expected. They're the third round picks for both teams. Noss scoreboard-wise isn't looking good. He was a bit quiet, but I just think that's just because, I don't know, he wasn't able to get on the ball. I'd have to watch him again more to see. High Kings gone for ones. Interesting.
Well, we'll see how it plays out for them. As Shark versus Lukepo.
Uh-oh.
Look, playing ones against Shark, sometimes it feels like a death sentence. Best player in ones in Ireland, I'd say, and I don't think that's too hard to argue. But Lukepo wins the kickoff, and maybe, no, just a bit too far to get a 1-goal lead. But maybe here, squeezes it in and run, and that is the start Lukepo needs if he wants to take down a player as good as Shark.
Yeah, this is already going to be probably the highest ones game we're ever going to see in RLIS. They played each other in the league play. Shark did beat him 2-0. And they have played each other, I think. No, Lukapo played Rob Kieran, I think, in the All Ireland as well. So, but he lost there 3-2. So Lukapo, big question marks here over him, and already looking kind of nervous.
Definitely looking nervous, but he's not going down easily here.
Oh, no.
They messed up the wave dash. Gets a bump on Shark, but it's not enough to compensate. Or maybe that is a decent save from him. But more does need to come out. Those simple mechanical mistakes, their players, someone at his level, should not be making a mistake of. And he's just gone for the other corner boost, leaving his net completely open. And Shark will say, thank you very much.
Yeah, I guess if you're like playing someone that isn't Shark and they can't air dribble the ball or, you know, take a shot that quickly off the wall, that's fine. But you gotta respect your opponent, you know. And that was kind of brain rot moment there. He's gotta lock in a bit more. Grady's counting on him. Grady's manager of the season, by the way. If Giants win this, there's no question. There won't even be a vote. It'll just be Grady will get it. But if they don't win here today, Grady will be looking at a vote. Probably, I can't see anyone else but Ken's getting it. And he could lose it. So he needs his boys to clutch up here big time.
Yeah, and yet again, it's Lukapo making an interesting commit. This time, Sav to his opponent's corner as for a demo. Look, you need to try and just not concede at all costs against Shark, not give him those open net opportunities, because he's always going to capitalise here. But Lupo's done everything right here. He won the boost game, and he's almost... Look, it works out for him. I was a bit scared that he was going to hit the post there initially. But no, it is a good equaliser, and it's just what he needed.
Yeah, lovely goal by Lukapo. Big brain play there by him. I'd love to say I could give more insights into ones. I'm not a ones player. But it's looked kind of even so far, which is good for Luke. So we'll see. Shark is giving him respect. Shark knows he's no bum, you know? He does know how to play Rocket League. And yeah, this is a very important series. I am surprised though that Large Grady put Lukapo out in the first one. I thought he'd save him, but maybe they had some sort of agreement.
Oh, and that is a great bump from Lukapo from the wave dash. And he's just gone and got himself the lead once more as we enter, or as we exit the first minute and a half. What I will say is maybe Mr. Large Grady himself thought, you know, maybe they won't use Shark in their first one. Maybe High Kings will try and do some big brain play, and if it comes to it, use Shark when it matters most. When they need a win more than anything, when their backs are against the wall. But no, clearly both teams has gone out with their best players here. And Lukapo is doing everything he can right now. But Shark in the sky, what's he going to do? Just tries to 50 it through and does so well to completely beat out Lukapo there, Rob.
Yeah, lovely goal. I hate ones though, I have to say. Like, this is the kind of play that would drive me mad if I was playing like ones. You know, like that kind of 50 where momentum just decides who's going to get the goal. God, I hate ones. But anyway, I love RLIS, it's okay. I'll get over it. I want to do a quick shout out actually, Nova, to LTX Academy, obviously our sponsor for this season. Sam, great guy. He knows his coaching very well. He's one of the top coaches on Metafy. Give him a shout out. Give him a DM even rather, and hit up LTX Academy Coaching in the Discord. It's in the general text, one of the main channels. So yeah, Sam's been coaching now for a while and he knows his stuff, and I mean, maybe he could give us coaching.
Look, what I will say on top of that, I have had a session with him before, and after the session I went from 1710ish to 1780. So, you know, clearly he does actually know his stuff.
There you go, lads. 70 MMR. Hope it was worth it.
Oh, more than worth it. But for now, we will get back to focusing on the game, because Shark and Lukapo both on 0 boost there. Really, this is going much closer than I would have thought. I thought Shark would have been starting to gain a bit of momentum as I say it. You know, maybe I should just stay quiet, because Shark puts himself in the lead. Not an easy one. They have been battling it out, that's for sure, but we'll see how the second half of this game goes.
Yeah, I like how brave Shark is. Like, Lukapo actually had more boost than him there when that happened, when that challenge happened. But Shark just didn't care. He's just like, I'm just going to go for it anyway, because I'm not going to get back. So I'm just going to go and see if I can force something, and he did. Maybe Lukapo just being a little bit too respectful. Maybe. Oh.
Oh, Shark, that is... Look,
How do you do that?
I'm not sure myself, but whatever he's done there, it's completely sent Lukapo. And for the first time this game, a 2-goal lead established. But more than enough time for Lukepo to get back into this one. Wins the kickoff, but is in Shark's control. And when Shark has control of it, he very rarely gives up possession easily.
Oh no.
Lukepo missing the pinch, and now Shark gonna go for the flippery side. He's gonna fake it under him. He does, but Lukepo manages to read it. And now he comes with the counter-attack. 1-on-1 in his favour. Goes for a flick high. Shark reads. Has 35 boost in the tank as well. Does Lukepo know that? Well, Shark maybe pretending he had no boost for a bit. Now coming out with the flick. He's stolen his opponent's corner boost himself. What's going to do here? Turns a bit sharply. So Lukepo can think about starting something here. Again, Shark just offering his opponent nothing. You know, Enron, he's closing him down at every single chance. And Lukepo, he's being suffocated here in a way. Oh, that would have been a lovely flick, but 2-goal lead still.
Yeah, Lukepo needs to get something soon. The longer the clock goes down, it's not easy to score goals on the Shark fella, you know, and well, he might have just given him one, has he? No, he won't, he's got the boost. Uh-oh, and there you go.
Demo as well, that's going to buy some time off the clock. And Shark's happy to waste it in his own corner. He knows he's 2 goals to the good, and he's going to be 3 goals to the good after he gets such a lovely pop over Lukepo. It's not over yet, but really this is going to be an uphill battle for Lukepo.
Yeah. What did they say in Yu-Gi-Oh? He's been sent to the Shadow Realm. He definitely was there. Lukepo not going to be feeling good. This is why I was worried about him being matched up against Shark, because like Shark should win. It's not impossible that Lukepo could win, because Lukepo is a good player, but like, I don't know, man. I would have thrown Nuss out there, sacrificed it. There's no guarantee Nuss will beat a D-Lynch or a Quint later as well, like, so risky by Grady. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see.
That's all we can do. See how it shapes out. That's Demmer from Lukepo. Surely it's one back. It is one back. 32 seconds is doable, but still, it's going to be a tough task ahead of him.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh, I still think Shark has this. He's too good. I mean, he's known to troll, but I think he'll show Luke enough respect here.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine it's Lukepo. He's gone just a bit too far back. He's made it so confusing for himself. And you can't do that. He goes into no man's land. And Shark, look, you'd think that's GG's. That's 2-0 Vikings. Unless a miracle happens here. It's hard to see a way back into this one for Lukepo.
Again, Luke had more boost there. I know Shark was a little bit closer, but like he could have gotten it. Like I think, or look, you have to go. You can't just like let Shark just. It's almost like his aura, so to say, right? Got that one there, and this series, this game is done, and yeah, not looking good for that large Grady manager of the season right now.
Look, one of the things I've been told by Mr. LTX Sam himself: if you have a ball that you are clearly beating the opponent to, why give it to them for free? And we've seen Lukepo, he did it 2 or 3 times this game, where, you know, he could have bet Shark easily if he went for it first, but he's given too much space. And now Shark will have his team 2 games to the good in this best of 9. It's not, look, the series is far from over, but Giants would really need to start thinking about winning this 3 series that's coming up next.
Yeah, let's talk about that quickly, right? So in league play in threes, the Giants went 5-0 in threes specifically, right? Vikings obviously went 4-1. Their loss was to the Giants. It was 3-1 in that series. But like, based on what I'm seeing from the Vikings, just from that one game that we saw earlier, I can't see how Giants will get it unless they get like counterattacks and stuff on transition, because they've shown very little in that one game. Nuss is going to have to step up, so is Parable. I think Luke was playing okay. On the other side, D-Lynch just needs to maybe give a bit more, and Vikings probably just run away with this. So, yeah, great performance by Shark. I hate ones. That's all I'm going to say. Can't pay me to say that. So,
look, where can I get in contact with Cans? He can pay me £2, and I'd say the exact same thing. But yeah, no, it's going to be tough for Giants if it's anything based on the initial series we saw in ones. I do think this, like, it's completely possible at the same time that one series gets to Lukepo and affect his mentals going into this Trees game. But the players have to, just move on, keep their heads high. The series is far from over. But they are going to need to change something as we get underway. Lukepo spins out in his landing. Could have been a decent opportunity otherwise. So Nuss versus Shark. Look, not great from him, but, we'll move on. Lukepo trying to fake out Shark, but Shark still has his number from last game. So he pinches it across. Nuss awkwardly positioned, but does get the tap out. Does he have a second? Gets a flip reset. Doesn't have another touch, but Lukepo there to pop off and immediately up into the air. But not really a great touch to follow up with. Does get the boost steal, but, so far, I still think Lukepo looks a bit shaken from that last game, Rob.
Yeah, that's poor there from Quint. Shark gave him a golden pass, and he missed it. I have no idea what Lukepo's mental is like. I haven't talked to him enough to kind of make a judge on that. It's early days yet. His mental could just be gone because his teammates haven't been playing up to scratch at the moment, so let's wait and see.
Well, Dealinch, look, that's a decent read from him. Back in Newry, he was missing those. And Nuss, that's a decent shot. Almost squeezes under Quint. Just about gets to it. Lukepo onto the backboard. But bounces so awkwardly for him. Thought it was bouncing crossbar and out. Instead it bounces down. And now Shark. Zero boost, but Lukepo's still afraid of him. Nuss, Parable gets the demo. What side is Dealinch going to spawn on? It doesn't matter. And Parable gives Giants the lead.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't mean to do it. It's a lucky demo. He's flipping back on the defense there, but it's a good little transition, and they need that goal because they've offered. I mean, they had that one chance there where Lukepo probably could have scored it, but yeah, again, it feels like High Kings are kind of controlling the midfield.
Yeah, they do need to start controlling that midfield just a little bit more. Winning out in the boost game, and it's a demo like that, even accidental, that completely opened it up. So if they can think about getting, another demo or two here and there, that could make a huge difference for them. But right now, Dealinch gives it away to Nuss. He's going to go toe-to-toe Shark. Shark's, missed it. Dealinch just missed it. And Shark has to bail his teammate out after missing it initially himself. That one's only cleared far away as Lukepo. Keeps it close. Fix it past Quint. Dealinch booming it away. And who's first to that ball? Another Nuss. Pops it to the side. It's way too easy, leaving to Shark. Takes it to the sky, leaves it for Dealinch, top corner, but Parable keeps it out. The follow-up, where is it? Quint fakes out one, and the shot just isn't there, Rob.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of boost. It was a good save by Parable. It was just enough to the side that Quint just couldn't get a good shot on it. Quint is looking shaky at the moment, again, this game. He's missing a lot of touches in the midfield, and kind of up front as well, kind of making me question things. Even Shark missed one earlier, so... Game's starting to change slowly, momentum. It feels like the Giants are starting to get a bit of a hand on this.
Yeah, the performance, it has shifted, but they do still need to be careful. It is only a one-goal game. That can change in an instant, and when Shark is on the attack, it does change in an instant. The centre from Quint, and Shark just redirects on target. Nuss has gone back for boost. Parable can't get to it, and that's a strong way to equalise, Rob.
Yeah, communication error there. Someone should have challenged that in the midfield earlier. You could tell it was going to be a pass. I mean, I could call it a mile before it happened. So I don't know what they were doing there. It's fine if both of them want to go for boost, but someone needs to actually turn that earlier and just sacrifice not getting the boost this time,
Yeah, it definitely was a mistake, but they look to bounce back. Nuss, what a pass from Parable. Vision to be able to see that. And in an instant... They've just completely equalised. Lovely placement from Nuss as well, completely out of Shark's reach. And maybe they can start thinking about holding up this lead, Rob.
That was important because they had the momentum for the last minute and they conceded. So for them to get that equalising, or sorry, that goal that was back ahead in the game, that's really important in my opinion.
And to do it that quickly as well, the longer it goes on, the longer they and question marks will be raised. Shark maybe quite earlier in the he panics and Parable look give him that opportunity, he's going to take it. And now they've looked at it.
Yeah, it's a bad touch, Shark. To be honest, that's the kind of touch that won't get you into involved. If you keep doing touches like that, really poor. Just get straight off the opposition. And maybe being a bit critical of Dave in the midfield. Dave was fine once you watch the pass, because he wasn't in a good position to stop the pass. So.
Yeah, he definitely was left in a tough, awkward position from his teammate. But Shark gets a flip reset. Is he going to get another? He goes for the 50 instead. Dylan Nuss does rise to the occasion using every bit of his boost. That one cleared away as far as Lukupo. Hits the ceiling. Does he have a second touch? Just gets away from him. And Shark trying to jump for it, but Parable is just too quick. And 70 seconds left. Dylan. Oh, Quint. He's up for it. But the touch gets away from him again. And it just feel. Oh, and Dylan, she's missed it as he faked it. I'm not sure. But Shark beats one. Beats two. Oh, no way does he do it. He beats everyone. Quint has to push it away. He does. And with 50 seconds left, we have a game on our hands once more.
Yeah. I don't know what to say there. They just got caught with the boost transition. It's important for High Kings there to score that. They were all low on boost. I'm not going to put blame on Nuss or Parable there. I think that was just a bit unlucky. Great played up by Shark.
Oh yeah, lovely to just 1v3 the team. Player of his quality, he can do it in an instant just like that. And is he going to go and try and do it again? Tries to take under Nuss. This time Nuss plays a bit more cautious and does get the 50. Dylan, she's given it way too easily away to Lukupo there. You know, they had a decent chance and right down at their own end once more because of it. Quint doesn't have much boost to work with, but gets a flip reset forward. Shark with the demo. D-Lynch with the shot. Parable with the save, however. And he stays in possession. He's going to play this one slow. Not a lot of boost on that blue side, but Shark does go for the 100. Here he comes. Tries to take it over, and instead he goes under. Gets a wave dash. Lukupo does get the block, but the boost game, it's completely in High King's favour here. Quint on target. Lukupo does save away with the help of his teammate. And that boom away surely confirms that D-Lynch has to take it from his own wall to the other side, but Parable going to try and kill this one off the bar. Lukupo doesn't even need to push it away. Giants are finally on the board with a win in Triz.
Yeah, great performance. Parable stepped up big in that game, to be honest. So did Nuss. I mean, Lukupo wasn't even anywhere near the top of the leaderboard, so big performance. D-Lynch struggled a lot. Like you said it yourself there, the last 40 seconds. He made a touch. I mean, like, sorry to be critical here now, Dave, but you probably shouldn't be an elite when you're playing Rocket League like that. That was like really bad, you know? If someone in Championship was doing that, I'd be screaming at them. Like, you can't just give the ball away like that and just roll it on the ground to the other team. It's just really bad Rocket League. He needs to take a touch, get a 50 or something behind it. He's panicking, clearly. Shark can't do this all himself. Quint, nervy that game again, not a fan. And obviously we got twos coming up now since game two was the ones. So who have we got?
Well, thus Lukupo, Quint and Shark, both teams seemingly sending out their full roster here once more. Look, we get on the way here. It's going to be... This one could decide it, honestly. Maybe I'm being a bit... I don't know, optimistic on both sides, pessimistic on both sides, but I do think that this might be the most important game in the series. High Kings, they win this one, go 3-1 up. And it looks tougher and tougher as you've used your best player in ones, you've used your best team in twos. But meanwhile...
No, that's really bad. That is the worst I think I've seen in the first D-Lynch touch. That is awful Rocket League. I mean, like, hate to be brutal now, but we are talking Superstar. Like, if that's in Proto Star and All Star, I'll probably leave him off, but in Superstar, that's not good enough. That's not nearly good enough. Yeah, yeah, he's very nervous. He's been playing nervous in the threes, and he's showing it there again, Quint. He needs to step up.
Yeah, he definitely needs to just calm himself down, because they're 2 goals down now, 45 seconds in, and Giants, if they get this one, suddenly it's an equal game. And at that point, you know, they've won 2 games in a row. Anything is possible when you've got that momentum. And Grady will absolutely be happy with their lads, because even though, you know, it's a final, they haven't looked nervy at all ever since, you know, early doors in that game 3. Quint turns to get the boost, so what's he going to do here? Does get beat on Lukupo. It's not a solid one, but Shark going to take it high, realising that, you know, his opponents don't have much boost. Gets the flip reset, so Lukupo forced the boom away. Quint up, gets a good soft touch, gets it out, but who's there? None other than Shark. And they are very much capable of coming back in this one, Rob.
I actually thought it was a really risky touch by Quinn, but it works out in the end because Lukapo didn't expect him to get the touch, basically. And yeah, 2-1, important goal to bring it back to a 1-goal game. But these teams did play exactly in league play, by the way, Nova. 2-1 to Nuss and Lukapo on that occasion, so it is expected to be a tight game.
Yeah, and look, there's 4 amazing players on this pitch. Shark, definitely, you know, the outlier in terms of the fact that, look, he is probably, not even probably, definitely the best player on this pitch.
Yeah.
But it is going to be a bit tough when you've got, when Quint's a bit nervy like that, you know, saw a double commit come out there from him. And that 50 high, can Nuss get around to it? No, Lukapo instead has got a touch on it, accidentally or not. But still is in this orange favour, as Quint yet again panicky across his own net. Nuss decides to leave it for Lukapo, who it doesn't hit off the ceiling. I think that might have messed him up just a bit. That said, does get a strong 50, but it does fall to Quint. Gets the flick, Nuss up high, plays it to the side. Lukapo pops up. What will Nuss do here? Is he going to play to his left-hand side? Yes, he does, but Lukapo doesn't quite read the touch. And
Oh
Quint,
my, he's lucky. He's
no.
very lucky. He's so lucky. Oh dear. You know what? He gets the goal here, but like he's having a bit of a mare this game. Like he gets away with it, but they really should be losing 3-1 because he double committed with Shark on the wall there about a minute ago, and they got away with it because Shark was, you know, Shark is Shark. Like he can keep behind the ball. So yeah.
And I do think you have to feel a bit for Lukapo there. It's an unlucky one. But maybe he'll make up for it here. He's going to steal Quint's boost at the very least. Takes to the ceiling. What can he do here now? Plays it slow. That's a decent touch, but Quint and Shark both ready for it. And Shark versus Lukapo. Oh no, Nuss instead still goes for it. It's a bit of a risky one. Gets it.
Oh no, the bump.
Look, I thought the bump would have gone a bit better. Nuss does pop it up high. Shark, you know, he knows his time. He knows he can wait. Nuss, I think, would have expected Shark to go for that one, but it might play to their favour here. They actually didn't. Does get the boost steal, but the ball is in Shark's hands now. 0 boosts or not, he can make magic happen. Quint. It's just giving possession a bit too easily to the opponents. You know, it's a play-ending touch there that's going just right into the orange hands. And right now, I think both teams are just a bit playing a bit cautious and a bit reserved, Rob.
Yeah, you can even tell that Shark is a little bit nervous. And Shark, like, let me tell you, like, I've seen him play Lands. He's the most, like, he's the one guy who doesn't have any emotion, really. And, yeah, he's looking a little bit nervous, but Quinn's probably giving that to him, to be honest. Great save by Shark there.
Look, I think both teams know the next goal could be the decider in this one. As Nuss rushes to get to a save. Shark not on any boost, but he does pick some up in the end, just avoiding the demo as well. Nuss low himself, but Quint doesn't really do anything with that. Does beat Lukapo to the ball, but again, I think it's something we've said a good few times already. Quint, he's just giving the ball away way too easily here. And Lukapo, if he can make something happen here, I did think there was an opportunity for a pass across. Instead, he's going to have to 50 with Quint. Nuss backboards it, but the Shark, you know, he's never going to misread that. Rolls up high. What can Lukapo do here? Is he just going to fake it? Instead, passes down to Nuss. The shot's there. Oh, and it's off the post. The follow up again, though. Nuss takes it to the corner. Going to go off the ceiling. Not quite. Instead, I think he wanted a different bounce off the ceiling there. But they are still in possession. And as I say that, a pass right to Shark just takes it to the corner, Rob.
Yeah, Nuss needs to calm down a little bit there. He had a better 50 than Shark, and he kind of just gave it away by jumping so early. It's kind of weird, but yeah, look, this could go anyway. That's what League Play said. These teams are so evenly matched. It's going to take a moment of madness, I think, rather than brilliance based on the nerves.
That it will, and I think when you're playing against Shark, you're going to have to be nervous. And when you're playing, well, against Nuss and Lukapo, you're also going to be nervous. Oh, Lukapo, 50s are true. I think this has just been such an unlucky game for Lukapo in general. If they lose, oh, he's going to feel so hard done by. The Shark plays across the Quint. The power on this shot goes to backboard. Shark's up. Touches it across. Nuss is there for the clearance and Lukapo for the follow. Can they think about making something happen here? The pass does get intercepted quite easily by Shark. 100 boost. He takes it low. Gonna still try and go himself? No, instead faces the Quint. Quint isn't quite there. So Lukepo gonna go for another bump maybe. Falls to Nuss. 50 doesn't quite work out. Quint clearing it down the line. 0 boost, however, not much more he can do. So Lukepo from his own backwards, trying to beat Shark, gets the flip, but doesn't get a touch onto the ball, Rob.
Yeah, good touch by Nuss, though he bails Luke out of it. This is where like this season could be make or breaker for these guys, you know. And
oh no!
Lovely play by Quint, though. Smart.
I think it's a great play by Quint, but I do think Lukepo needs to go there quicker. He just plays it way too slow. That is his ball any day, and he gifts up the opportunity to Quint. And High Kings 3-1 up now in this series. Look, that could be a mental killer for the Giants.
Yeah, big by Quint, because I was kind of criticizing him for half the game there, you know, and honestly, I still think he was shaky, but he clutched up and he got the goals, and D-Lynch should be delighted with him for that. So, yeah, big for Quint, big for his, I guess, his mentals going into this one. D-Lynch probably is already smiling away at himself. He's probably happy out. I can't wait to hear the stories later on from D-Lynch about all this, but it's up to Dave now to step up because he was poor, like poor in the threes. So we're back to threes now. Game 5.
Both teams really need a win here. That's for sure. High Kings come away with the win and they put themselves on match point. Giants put them win the match and they are giving themselves a slight opportunity, but it's really starting to go against them here. As Nuss and Shark start us off. 50 going the Lynch's ace, so what can he do with it here? Goes high. And Nuss versus Shark. Oh, that goes to his own backboard. Doesn't have much boost, but once he doesn't do what he did in the last game, go through the cross. Horrible. What's he going to do here? Goes for the bump and Dave, but he does avoid it. What can he make happen here? No one's home in net, but he doesn't quite have the boost. So tries passing it across. And so far just looks again a tad bit shaky side so far, Rob.
Yeah, I think Hiking. Look, it's too early to say yet. Too early to make any kind of call on this game so far. But that is dreadful. Who was that? That is so bad. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's talk about this one. Yeah.
Oh no.
that is dreadful. That is the right. For anyone who's in championship, that's not what you do in threes. For anyone who's looking for coaching from Sam, he will take that. He will beat that out of your game plan. That is really bad Rocket League there from Quint and Shark.
Yeah, I think just both players call that they are going for the ball. And sometimes when you do that, you're a bit afraid of double committing, so you both leave the ball. And it's cost them. But we've seen before, they've gone down in both of the trees matches so far. And I think that's made just a bit too easy for Shark, honestly.
Listen, a little birdie told me that even when Shark makes mistakes on defense, they're like, you know, this guy really good enough for the top level of threes. He makes plays on offense that make you go, okay, it's worth the risk having this guy on your team. You know, and that's another example of it there. Shark just doing it all on his own.
Yeah, and he does brilliantly to do so. Definitely felt a bit like the opposition could have closed him down a bit more, done a bit more on defense. But even then, Shark, they didn't expect Shark to stay on that. Shark does the things you don't expect from your average player, and that's exactly why it's 1-1 in this game. Is dealing to Lukepo, he doesn't actually go up for it. And that does leave his team in a bit of trouble. Nothing that comes from it, however, so Lukepo free to bang away. But right now, when you look at the boosts on that orange side, Lukepo is low, Nuss, or Powerball only got boost there. And it's back at Lukepo once more. They're struggling to keep this ball out of their half. But at the same time, it has worked out for them. Nuss gets a flick. Who's the next player there? Sure, Lukepo converts. And they have restored their lead once more.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant by Nuss. He has been brilliant this game so far. And another play. I didn't see who he got the ball over, but whoever challenged it, Bone had a challenge. And yeah, brilliant play by Nuss.
Yeah, and they would be saying thank you very much to him. Still 3 minutes in this one. They need to think about either getting another goal or just locking up on defense. But when you're playing against Shark, it is hard to do either. As here he comes once more. Nuss, right place, right time to flick it away. Lupo doesn't get a touch, so that means Quint is there. Block from Nuss. Lupo rising to the occasion for the second shot and the third one. Dealinch arriving late in the box. So here he comes himself. One touch. Shark goes up for himself and Parable getting there, but they're losing the boost game here. That said, Quint has to just take it back to his own corner as he's under pressure. And Nuss does so well to just delay a bit of time there. But Shark, 30 boost in the tank, that's more than enough for him to work with. Falls to Dealinch. And it's a poor shot to say the least, Rob.
Yeah, Dave has been very nervy, to be honest, this game. He's been playing not so great, I have to say. Like, it kind of feels like the Nuss versus Shark show at the moment.
And I think that's what you'd sort of expect, to say the least. Lupo definitely has more to show. We know what's in his locker. We know what he's capable of. But at the same time, Nuss and Shark, two brilliant players. Dealinch, that's much better from him. That's a great pinch down the field. Shark going for something a bit ambitious. Doesn't quite work out. And Quint on the low boost. He's not going to be able to make anything happen here. And I think that's just a bit of a silly boom from Parable, honestly. All the players have plus 70 boost on that team. And he's just giving away to Shark. And what's he going to do? He's going to score it.
Yeah, it's really bad Rocket League from Parable. Like, that's literally what we said Dealinch did in the last one, in the game 3 threes. He just rolled the ball down the other side of the field and gave it to the opposition. You know, not doing your teammates any favour there. Like, could Nuss have made the save? He probably should have, maybe, but, like, it's just bad Rocket League. Like, I'd be killing someone in Championship for doing that.
Yeah, I'd understand it a bit more, let's say, had the players had 0 boost, and he just needs to try and buy time for whatever reason. But they had a good chance to start an attack there. I think Lupo might just put out Parable there.
Yeah, but he was first man. Like, why is he rolling it away?
Oh, that too.
It's not like he's third man and like his teammates are like under pressure on the goal line. He was really first man. He just rolled it away.
Regardless, they are going to have to make something happen here because it is a tied game once more. Dealinch completely misses it. Lupo versus Shark. He doesn't quite get the killer blow. But Parable gets bumped out by Nuss. Still stays onto it as he retains his flip. But Quint and Shark, they are linking up much better than they were in the twos, that's to be said. Parable bailing out his teammate, his Lupo booming down the line. Dealinch just gives it away a bit too easily to Parable, has boost to work with. But when going against Shark, that's always going to be tough. Nuss 50s out to Lupo, the shot is blocked. Who's the next player to get the touch? Shark gives it way too easily away, and Lupo will say thank you to Parable. With 30 seconds left, they take the lead.
Dealinch has been playing too much. What was the game he was playing earlier? Was it Hearthstone? What was he playing? Balatro? He's been playing too much of it. I don't know why he's coming off the goal line there, like, to come out to that. He makes it so easy for Parable. You got to get props to Parable. Like, it's good little play. He probably should have scored it, but gets the pass in. But Dealinch, brain switched off there.
I don't think Shark's clearance did him any help either, does have to be said. But 20 seconds left. Something has to come out of High Kings. Lupo versus Quint. Lupo, he's going to try and waste as much time as possible. Quint getting out 50 by Parable and Shark only matching it with Nuss. But Dealinch up in the air. 50s with Lupo. Lupo does very well to come across that strongly. Shark with 0 boost fakes it for Quint, who I'm not sure what the point of that touch was, but he does manage to keep it up. That said, low boost for the High Kings, and Giants will secure another 3-2 win in trees, which puts 3-2 in the series.
Yeah, 3-2 in the series. 2-1 to Giants in the threes. So threes wins titles in RLIS. We saw that with the Giants in All-Star. They played the Saints. The Saints were a horrible team in threes, but they were very good in ones and twos. So yeah, look, tough. Not sure. Not sure how I feel. I predicted what, a 5-3. I think we're still on course for that, to be honest.
Look, I do think the same. Sorry, Giants just have not shown enough in the twos or the ones so far to justify. You know, is it not a High Kings pick as they lost? Or am I mistaken?
Maybe I've misread the rules from back in the day. Hold on, let's check them.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's check. I could be wrong here. Losing team decides. I think that means the team who's behind in the series is my understanding. That's the way it always was in RLS, right? Chat, help us out. Rory even help us out. What do you
Yeah, we
reckon?
do need help here because I'm not.
Yeah, it's Giants. Okay, Rory says it's Giants. Yeah, so it's always been the team that's down in the series. So at this stage. So cool. They're going with ones. So now we
Again,
know.
risky play.
Oh,
But
now
with
we know who's
Shark out
playing.
the way, with Shark out the way, you'd have to think it's going to be Nuss versus Quint, and yeah, Nuss versus Quint coming out. Or is
Oh.
it? Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I
Oh.
saw someone join the match who maybe shouldn't have.
Who was it? Who breaking the
Mr.
rules?
Parable.
No, of course. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Look, Rob, I'm going to ask you, who do you think takes this one series?
If Nuss is playing, Nuss will win no matter whether it's D Lynch or Quint, because he's been playing better. And in that series for the Giants, he was the best player by quite some distance, in my opinion. He controlled the midfield. Like speaking to a few of the top level players I'd be friends with, like they rate Nuss. Sometimes they say he's hard to read for his own teammates, but he's also very hard to read for as an opposition player. But that
Yeah,
makes him that makes him just like a really good player, you know, because he's just difficult to read in general. And honestly, it felt like he kind of stepped up there in that game 5, so I can't see Quint beating him. He's been too nervous. D Lynch has been.
Lynch.
I love Dave, but he's been nothing so far. Like he's been very poor. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. If Dave plays, he's probably gonna lose 10-0 or something. So yeah, we'll see.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure D Lynch is in the 1600s right now in twos.
I thought you
And
were gonna say ones.
not to not no, not in his wildest dreams. And not to insult him, but the other week, I had a session with him. We went 0-5 in the session, and then immediately after I solo queued and won 5-0. So sorry Dave, but you do not have my vote of confidence here, which is probably good because Quint is the one playing. We'll see how he fares up against Nuss, but it is going to be a challenge based on how Nuss has been playing himself. So he pops it up high, you know, just testing Quint. Players feeling each other out in these opening seconds. But Nuss, I think he's going to go in knowing that he's the favourite at that. That said, offering a shot up to Quint, but he's on 0 boost. It's an awkward one. Does manage to get back to it. But in the first 30 seconds, it really does feel like Nuss is the most, more confident player here. But as I was just saying it, Quint gets an open net.
Yeah, I mean, it's good information for Nuss, right? So I was talking to Mem the other day, and I mean, look, I'm no one's expert, but like, you normally use the first minute and a half to suss out how a player generally likes to play, right? Unless they change it mid-series, and you can already tell that Quint's just he's gonna go for it, like, you know. So if Nuss is using his brain and it's switched on, he'll be thinking about that, and he'll be like, okay, Quint's gonna challenge every chance he gets. He's gonna challenge. So think about that and be like, okay, how am I gonna get the ball past him? There's no point waiting to do anything else because I'm not gonna get it. Smart.
That's a great 50 from Nuss. How does it drop is the question. Tries to place it behind him, but he ends up hitting the post. Maybe just needed to be a bit more simple there. Quint gets the reset. Doesn't end up using it. And he's just giving possession away to Nuss. Does race back in time though. Flick. Oh, that is a great flick from Nuss. Interesting challenge from Quint. Maybe should have done a fake challenge or maybe should have done a double jump. But at the end of the day, Nuss will say, thank you very much. That's a free goal for me.
That's someone who doesn't play ones. It's unfortunate, like, but yeah. Like, I pointed it out, didn't I? I said, like, look, he's already gone for the ball 2 or 3 times without, like, doing anything. He just went straight for the ball, straight for the ball, straight for the ball. So Nuss, first chance he gets, he flicks it over him, gets a goal off it. So, like, he just has to see how Quint plays. Now, it's the same for Quint. Is Nuss going to keep fake challenging the ball? Has he got a goal? He has, well. I mean, look, Nuss needs to be careful not to disrespect him too much because, their game records would say Nuss should be winning this, but he has to win it. I mean, Giants need this.
Oh yeah, this could be the turning point in the series if Giants manage to win it. But at the same time, Nuss does need to play a lot more controlled, a lot more calm. But at the same time, when things like that are happening, maybe he has every right to be playing the way he does. As that one just pops in right after kickoff and it's 2-2. Equal game once more.
Yeah, the lowest, I think, goal I've ever seen in Irish history. Right there. But anyway, Nuss did well on the kickoff. Quinn needs to be careful of the kickoffs now. That's another thing he needs to like keep an eye on. Nice little quick challenge. It's about who gets the boost now.
And Nuss does take to the side. awkward position. He doesn't quite go back, but he's not facing the ball, which puts himself in a really awkward position. Pulls off the first save. Oh, and Quint, you've made it so easy for Nuss there. You can place it anywhere, and you place it right at him. Even I'd be converting that one against Nuss.
Yeah, but again, I'm not sure if Nuss is learning there, because see the way he took like a kind of slow dribble because he wanted like a certain touch. Quint's just going to challenge it immediately. They need to learn what each other is doing. Quint knows it's working for him most of the time. Well, not here. Depends if he gets there now in the next one. He won't. Oh, lovely.
Just in. Great from Nuss. But both players are starting to read each other's game here and learn what is working and what isn't. But it still is a bit shaky, Rob.
Yeah. I think... You know what, Quint isn't playing as nervous, to be honest, which is actually a good sign for his team going into the next threes game. Because whatever happens, we are going to game 7. So G Lynch and Shark will be happy to see Quint is actually playing fairly well. It's a good chance to reset themselves no matter what happens here, because both these teams, they're going to be needed, or both these players, they're going to be needed by their teams. So, yeah, halfway point now, only a goal in it. I think we probably all expected us to maybe doing a bit better against Quint, but Quint's holding his own.
He is holding his own, but Nuss has definitely been looking much more shaky in the ones against twos or threes. Maybe not even shaky, just only playing his certain style.
No way.
And that bump has completely destroyed him and has tied up the game once more.
So, on my screen, when I saw that, he hit that. But obviously the game is registered as wheels or something, right? So... Yeah.
Yeah, same on my screen. He gets a touch there, but the game has said no to him. Look, he might feel a bit hard done by, but he does get the boost, and oh, never mind. That was a smart play. I did not see Quint on my screen whatsoever, so I thought Nuss had just driven right past the ball. When said no, he does manage to bump out of the front. And here he goes. Oh, and he just completely catches Quint off his goal line. And I'm not really sure what Quint's going for there, but at the end of the day, Nuss has gotten himself another goal.
Well, again, he's turning upfield because he wants to challenge. So Nuss played that one fast, and he caught him off guard with it. So that's all he has to keep doing until Quint decides I'm going to start fake challenging it or something else, or shadowing the ball a bit more. Just keep putting it over him, you know.
Look, whoever wins this one, it's going to be because their opponent refused to adapt. Is how it feels right now. Here comes Nuss once more. Quick 50. He's going to go up quick again. That one escapes him. But Quint's not really realizing that there was a good chance of a counterattack there. Nuss yet again with the fake challenge. Quint doesn't get the flick. But, oh Quint, no. Oh no, that is not what you want to see from him. After he's played some great ones for most of the match. That is something, Rob.
Yep, they need Quint to win this because they've been struggling in the threes. You know, if Nuss gets this, Giants are right back in it. We're going game 7, 3-3. Best of 9, of course, in RLIS, guys, for those of you who's first time watching. We play threes 5 times, and we do 1s and 2s twice. If we go all the way to 9, of course. So.
I'm going to be honest, I completely zoned out there, and I thought Nuss was about to own goal it. But instead, Quint, good flick. And 50 seconds, 1 goal game. Nuss needs to be careful there. He had the boost advantage, and just gave it away way too easily to Quint. And again, this one, it really feels like whoever wins this one, it won't be because they necessarily played great. It's just that, their opponent played into the way they wanted them to play on the attack.
Well, no matter what happened, I think Quint has given himself, he's done well. Like, I don't think many people expect him to do, or to be playing us this close. At least from kind of talking around the kind of circles, they didn't, and yeah. Nuss so far, he's making kind of hard work of this, considering how well he played in the threes game in game 5, so.
I still do think Nuss will be Quint would have been quite disappointed himself for that 5th goal he conceded, but it makes no difference now, because he is just completely out 50'd Nuss there and dropped from the heavens to make this 5-5, and suddenly This one can go either way, Rob.
I'm telling you what, he's starting to regain. He's looking very impressive. Nuss is looking very shaky. He's making a lot of errors and didn't get the boost again.
Quint gets the boost.
There's one thing Quint is good at. It's in the air. And here we go.
Oh, Nuss has saved it though. What's going to happen here? Nuss, not quite the boom he would have wanted, and we are going to overtime. Surprisingly. Not what I would have...
He had like a shot there, right? Or like even like take an airdrop or something. And he just like hits like a cyclic wet shot. Like it's just terrible.
Yeah, he could have done much better, but I think that's the nerves just playing in once more. Quint flipping it down the line, but he doesn't have the boost. He knows he doesn't have the boost. He's still committing to it. He gets the beat. Can he get around it? Not quite, but it does work out because he does get the corner boost. That said, Nuss himself is racing upfield. This time, Nuss with no boost, trying to make something happen. Quint wins the 50. Taking it slow onto the top of his car, trying to flick it past Nuss. He does get the touch, but Quint there for the follow-up. Surely backboards it. He does, but not in quite a way. He can double tap it easily. A slight blunder from Quint into a second one, but he does collect the ball and collect the boost. I think both players are just a bit afraid to lose this one, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, this is big for Nuss and his team. If he doesn't win this, I don't know, man. I expect the Giants to get this win. Oh, and he's got it.
And they do. Quint just ended up having nothing left in the tank after that save. He does position himself a bit awkwardly while trying to get pads, but I'll be honest, I think if he stays on 0 boost there, he's going to concede regardless. Nuss does very well there in that final moment. And 3-3. Giants have completely turned this one around, Rob.
Quint should have won that, in my opinion. He had 2 or 3 chances. He should have won that game. It's a gallant attempt by him. But I can't help but feel he left it on the table there, to be honest with you. It wasn't like, he kind of kept it close because he was just playing like kind of, he was clearly getting outclassed. He wasn't really getting outclassed. It was kind of similar-ish, and he missed that chance there in overtime. He just has to shoot a bit better. I don't know. I feel really bad for him, to be honest with you, because he's going to be kicking himself if High Kings lose this now. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I do think that... Oh, sorry. I do think that he had an overtime. I do think his idea was right to take it to the backboard. Nuss is 0 boost, he's 40. But the touch just was not there. If he takes it slightly more central, he's won. Nuss doesn't have any boost in the tank. He can't get up to it. But instead he just takes it a bit wide, he taps it. The shots, he can't get the angle from it, so it's just a pass right to Nuss. And in the end, that was, opportunity that went begging. But he's going to have to, if he can bring that into the trees, I think High Kings absolutely have a chance to take this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick shout out, guys. LTX Sam, LTX Academy. Don't forget them. Nova said 70 MMR it was worth to him, and he's probably only going to get better as well. So head over to the LTX Academy-coaching in the Discord server. Sam's a great guy. I'm not sure 100%, but I think he does free consultations. He'll have a quick chat with you, see whether it's worth it or not. Yeah. So just hit him up. You might learn something. So yeah. Anyway, 3s. Here we go.
Yeah, look, Shark booming it right into the corner. I don't think he's going to be best pleased from what he's just seen. But he has the magic to change things when he is on his day. Cutting off his teammates, however, he needs to make sure that he doesn't start trying to do too much. It's very easy to do that when you feel like you're the best player on your team. But he does need to calm down just a bit in this game, as Lukepo doesn't have boost, but he forces D-Lynch to clear it far. Parable. Oh, and again, he's just giving it away a bit too easily to his opponents. Oh, and who's turned upfield there? I'm not sure who, but Shark will take it any day of the week.
Yeah, it was Lukepo. It was poor from Luke, but Parable again, he's just giving the ball away. He's playing Prime Championship Rocket League there. It's not very good. It's it's poor. And Shark is going to punish that every day of the week. Shark, one of the best players in the server. Probably bubble player level now, or thereabouts, not too far off it, so you gotta be doing better than that. But it's poor from Lukepo as well, I will say.
Yeah, definitely poor all around. And where's Parable off to there? He turns away from his net. It's not a good pass either. And Nuss just playing it right to D-Lynch. I'm not sure what he's going for there. And I'm even surprised D-Lynch has finished the open net himself.
That's just been a Parable. He just centered the ball into the other team. So yeah, okay. Giving D-Lynch 100 points. Terrible.
And it's not even like High Kings are suddenly doing something good. It's just Giants have collapsed out of nowhere. You know, they got the ones when you think, oh, that'd be doing them great for their confidence. And instead, they just seem a bit all over the place right now. But Lukupo, oh, he sees Parable's up, centers it for Nuss. This is a way to get right back into it. 1, 2, 3. And that's something that'll do the confidence a world of good, Rob.
Great play. D-Lynch not rotating properly. Goes into the middle of the net. Gets the ball up behind him. Poor from him. Shark, could he done a bit better? Look, can't keep relying on Clark to Bailey out of it. Got to give props to the play though. Lovely little play up from Lukupo to Parable to Nuss. Nice finish by Nuss as well. And I was about to say the Giants have been playing very nervously, but that's better.
Yeah, that's a play that takes all the confidence to pull off. It was a risky one. Had it not pulled off, you know, all 3 players using boost for that one. But they are right back into this. D-Lynch with 0 boost. Does well to 50 it right back to Shark. What's he going to make happen here? He does have a flip. He fakes it out. Gets it across the frame of the goal. But Lukupo reads it all too well. D-Lynch right back to Shark. The players are starting to link up a bit more on both sides. It's something you like to see. And Quint gets the flip reset. Lukupo does read him out, but it only goes as far as Shark. And it does start to feel like a bit of a siege on this Giants half. As Parable, he's cleared it right to Quint. No one's in net. And finally, that siege does lead to the collapse of the Giants. As Quint gives them a 2-goal lead once more.
I'm trying not to be too harsh on him, but like, I know his teammate gets bumped, but like, you're supposed to sit behind the ball unless you're getting a proper booming clear. He's not even getting it to the halfway line. It's just so poor. It's a really bad Rocket League, like.
Yeah, and it's out of nowhere as well, because all 3 players on that Giants team were looking so much better in that game 5. But in this game 7, it's really just beginning to feel like this is Giants one to take home. As Nuss gets out 50 by Quint. That shot's on target. Parable does rise to the occasion to save it. But it's just a boom away once more. End the demo at that. Lukupo, can he beat Shark up to it? Yes, he can. It doesn't quite off the ceiling, but it does drop down. Quint missing it. Nuss, that one's going to roll down. Can he read it? Wow. Yes, he can. That is brilliant from Nuss. And Lukupo will have the easiest goal of the series, surely.
Yeah, Dave can do nothing here. His 2 teammates, like, I gave it to Parable and Nuss on the other side, so I'm going to give it to Shark and Quint. They were so bad there. Like, what was Shark doing? He was literally a mile away from the ball. He goes up for it. Like, yeah, he's rapid, but like, Lukupo is no slouch. He just dives at it from like a mile away. Then Quint misses the ball. It's just really poor. Dave can't do anything in a 3v1. Like, you can't expect even the best players in RLI to do stuff in a 3v1 like that. It's just a really bad Rocket League from his teammates. They're trolling.
And even at that was an amazing touch from Nuss. Like, Dave, it literally just has to be praying at that point that Nuss doesn't pull that out of the bag. But look, Nuss, definitely one of the, I'd say he's probably the 2nd best player on this pitch, in my eyes. When given an opportunity, he will make something happen. And we're seeing it happen here as he beats 1, gets a flip reset, pops over 2. Shark just waits patiently on the backboard. Much better from him on the defense this time. Parable looking for the center, but no one there. So Nuss just forced to give it away. Risky. Shark gets out red from him. It is risky, but I do think that's what they have to start going for now, Rob.
Well, they're winning, so they don't. I mean, like, it's
really you're risky. Saying...
Yeah, well, sorry, I mean, Shark's challenge.
I thought you were on the other way. I thought you were Nuss going for it on 0 boost, but no, that is a fair assumption. As Nuss does pull out a decent save there, still on 0 boost. The boost game starting to go against Giants here. And they're the ones that have to break out of this half. They need to be the ones to start creating chances, because they're goal down. Shark and Quint, they're happy to waste as much time as they can. As Parable forced to make another brilliant save, but double commit coming out. The bump not quite there. Shark 50ing. D-Lynch also 50, and it goes Parable's way. Him and Nuss both jumping, him and Nuss both not even getting close to the ball. Lukupo missing the boost. And it just feels like it's starting to be panic mode for Giants. There's 20 seconds remaining. Quint right up to that one. Off the ceiling. Does he have another touch? Instead he leaves it for Shark. The 50 not quite going through. So there's something has to happen on this play realistically. Nuss backboards it. Quint. Falls to Nuss. Who's going to be there? Parable
Hey.
looking for the double touch from his own from the opponent's goal line. But Quint looking to try and kill it. Lukepo gets one touch. Gets a redirect. No way. There's something happening here. Shark is there and Shark does kill it. And that is 4-3 to High Kings. They are on series point as we head into the twos.
Yeah, twos. It's going to be Shark and D Lynch versus Lucapo and Parable, my prediction. No idea how that's going to go. But Jesus, that was some really tough Rocket League to watch, I won't lie. I think I saw someone earlier on the chat saying All-Star was nearly as bad as All-Star. To be honest, it nearly is as bad. Like, there's some really rough Rocket League going on right now. You wouldn't think these guys are. Yeah, it's not very good. Shaky from everyone. Dave there at the end trying his best to troll. But Parable and Nuss, unfortunately, and Lucapo, they all had their hands in trolling in this series so far. So yeah, here we go. Match point.
Look, this is where champions are made. Can Shark carry D-Lynch in this game of twos, or will Lucapo show why he was our elite champion last month? 5 minutes to separate the two teams, and Lucapo, he wants to start us off quickly. Shark does read well, so D-Lynch taken to the sky. Can he get a flip reset? Not quite, but the 50 is strong. Does he get bumping Lucapo? No, he doesn't. Lucapo, everything right there, but Shark just stays patiently. Knows, yeah, no, this isn't actually something that's threatening. If I just wait, it's going to come right to me. And so far, both teams just feeling each other out in this game 8, Rob.
Yeah, I expect D-Lynch and Shark to take this, to be honest with you, but we'll see. Parable was quite poor in the last game, but Dave has been very shaky since game 3, to be honest with you. So Shark's going to have to do one of his Shark masterclasses. It's not Shane he's playing with here, it's D-Lynch, so we'll see what he can do.
Look, two sides of the same coin, some people would say. Dave, maybe D-Woman, and that's about as far as you get. As here Shark puts onto the sidewall, doesn't quite come to anything. It's a great demo from Lucapo, killing any chance, because I don't think D-Lynch is making much happen on himself own there. Lucapo, Shark did commit upfield. Is he going to go for a psycho? Doesn't get the second touch, and that costs us. As Parable has a free shot.
Yeah, but Dave could have rotated behind. He just rotated upfield. Like, I know it's Shark, but like...
Look, the only thing I can presume is Shark called that he was going for a psycho there. Because I think any sane player doesn't turn upfield there if they don't hear their teammates say, yeah, I'm psychoing this.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even turn upfield. I'd be like, no way.
That is completely
no, I am very defensive, as you know, in Rocket League in general, so, yeah. Oh, risky. Anyway, look, early days.
Yeah, still 3 minutes and a half. That's great from Lucapo to avoid the initial demo on Shark. Yes, he gets bumped right after. But at the end of the day, that's not going to matter. He bought his team time, he bought his team space. And here he comes once more from his own backboard again. And this is something I think a lot of players need to really look at when you look at Shark. Because it's something that's unsaid about him. The patience... Oh, Parable. But what I was saying there, the patience Shark has... when someone's coming at him, like sometimes, yeah, you do need to go for the ball, but Shark realizes when there's no threat coming if he just waits. The ball's getting past him eventually. And that patience, yes, it was off the back of a Parable miss, but it does pay off in the end as Shark does equalize.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm almost surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised, but like, it was bad from Parable. Well, he hit it straight at him there. It's poor from Parable. He really should be scoring that. Like, Lucapo did all the work to set it up and he just missed it. Yeah, it's the battle of the third rounders so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's not been the most impressive Superstar series. As Lucapo, that looked like he was trying to own goal that one as hard as he could there. Doesn't quite go into his own net, however. So here comes Shark. What's he going to do here? Can only 50 with Lucapo. D-Lynch first one to that and just booms it right at Parable. But he does at least get the boost still. That said, he is positioning himself quite high up. Shark, one flip reset, two flip resets, gets a third. Lucapo booms onto his own backboard. Dave does miss it, but Shark is there to cover him. Parable, great save from Shark, reads the shots going high. Lucapo, his shot's weak. As we enter the last 2 minutes, it really looks like the winning goal is going to more so come down to a mistake rub.
Yeah, shaky there from Luca Paul. He hasn't really shown that. I mean, he showed it a little bit in the last game, the threes, but generally speaking, he's been kind of good. Go on, Dave. No, not enough power.
I expect
Thought
you.
we were going to say Lynch scoring.
Oh, Luke Bow, that's a good flick. Shark does cover the angle, however, as that one's boomed all the way downfield. D-Lynch chasing it. Luke Bow happy to take it slow. The initial touch not great, but no one's challenging it, so it does work out. Shark taking it back to his own corner. Luke Bow across. It's a bit too much for Parable. I don't think he can be blamed for that one. He does very well with it, considering the angle. That's a risky dive from Luke Bow. Parable, however,
Oh my god.
It's hard to say anything nice about him right now.
He hosts good house parties, but that's about it what I've seen so far. Yeah, I don't think Shark isn't Jesus. Like, I don't think he can turn water into wine, and he definitely won't be able to turn D Lynch into a good Rocket League player today. So yeah, he's gonna have to do something special to win this.
Look, a minute left still. D Lynch taken to the air. Parable up. He does beat Parable, but Luke Poe waits ever so patiently. Does everything right on the defense there. But Shark beating one, take to the sky. Oh, surely the magic happens here. Falls to D-Lynch. Earth's touch is controlled, which is just what we want to see from him. Oh, no. Look, yeah, no, he deserves praise for that. That is very good from Dave. Keeps it close, gets a good 50, and converts it. That's everything you want to see from a superstar player.
No, that's really bad by Luke Poe, though. I mean, like, Luke Poe's 2K player, pretty sure, in twos. That's horrible there, like. But you're right. Props to Dave. It's a good little play by him, but he was kind of giving it as well.
Yeah. 5 seconds of wonder from Dave. 4 minutes and 25 seconds of something else. Oh, and Shark. He wants to end it here. Parable doesn't get a touch onto it. And suddenly High Kings are 30 seconds away from being your superstar champions. That last touch just throws Parable off.
Yeah, but it's so risky. Like, I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know how to defend against that because Shark did that to me about 5 times, I'd say, across the 5 games at Nurialand. But, like, yeah, you have to do something if you want to win the series. And at the moment, Parable, he's making it difficult to, yeah, for his team to win this because he's been at fault for a lot of plays today.
Well, 10 seconds separates Giants' Terminant lives and High Kings being your champions. Shark, he's going to waste as much time as he can off the clock. Puts on target. Double commit coming out. But Lukepo has the boost. Oh, but he thinks Parable's going for the ball. He's in such an awkward spot because of that. And that causes it to drop. And High Kings are your superstar champions. Just as Enron predicted, 5-3 in the series. And it looked like it was going to go to that Game 9 for a long time, but they do manage to hold out.
Absolutely. Well done. Shark, Quint, D-Lynch are your superstar champions. 5-3 and in, just as I predicted once again. Yeah, really well played. I predicted Shark to be good enough to carry Dave past Parable and Luca Poke because the difference between Parable and Dave is not much. So if there's any difference at all. So yeah, brilliant play by them. I think Giants, they weren't up to speed in game 1 and they basically decided to give game 7 away to the High Kings. On a normal day, they probably don't lose those 3 series, or at least maybe 1 at max. So yeah, brilliant by Shark. Really well played by him. And look, Dave, he got the goal. Like, he forced Lucapo into that error. Lucapo didn't do the best for himself today, unfortunately. And yeah, some of these guys, they need to head over to LTX Academy -coaching in the Discord server because some of them need to learn how to play 1s, 2s, and 3s, especially 2s and 3s, dear lord. Okay. Yeah, wow. €90 though, I think it is for first place, so 30 quid each for Shark. Well, Quint won't get it, but Diego will get 30 and so will Shark. So congrats to them. And a nice little role in the Discord that they will always have. So well done to them. And yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Look, it's been brilliant from all... Well, okay, I'm not going to say it's been brilliant the whole time, but they were the better team in that series. I think it's hard to argue that they didn't end up deserving it. And sure, I think they would have been your favourites going into the season. I definitely thought they were going to win from the get-go, because Shark is just that level. He is that quality.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great series all in all. Yes, there was some low lows, but there was also some high highs. And look, I think that's what we want to see. We want to see the best coming out from all players. And look, it's been a great season of RLIS overall. I think most people would agree.
Yeah, good series, good season. 96 players, of course, signed up. 92 of them been Irish. Yeah, big props. 6 tiers to manage for the 6 managers. Managers deserve a shout out as well. They've all done, well, not all of them. Sorry, Rory. Maybe Ryan and D-Lange, but the rest of them have done a decent job. And yeah, it's going to be a debate now on staff between whether Grady gets that or whether Cans gets it. And yeah, we'll see, I guess. But yeah, that's it. I've no other words to say there. Have you got anything else to say? I mean, MVP probably the series has to be Shark. I would assume. Can't see anyone
Oh,
else.
absolutely. Has to be Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's about it. There's definitely going to be a heated debate whether Grady was a bit short of the margin or not. But other than that, look, we'll keep that to post stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, guys. That's it. RLIS has now been brought to a close. Again, LTX Academy Coaching sponsored us this season. Sam's a big believer in Irish Rocket League. He has been for a long time. He's been one of the longest members in the server. And geez, I've known Sam now for 8 years. And yeah, head over to him. Give him some support because he's given us the platform to put on a tournament with some bit of money this year. So yeah, and a shout out obviously to Rory as well, Nova, because he's been here streaming most of them. And yeah, I don't think I've anything else to say. It's been a great year for Irish Rocket League, and we're going into 2025 now, and we hopefully have some exciting things planned, but we can't say anything at the moment.
You can't even leak one of them. So
No,
shame.
I can't.
As much as you want to.
I'll leak them in staff. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I've nothing else to say really. Shark was definitely MVP. Wooden Spoon probably goes to about 4 of the lads today, maybe 5 of them. The rest of them not so great. And yeah, I guess look, what we could do very quickly is probably just go through the tiers again. So High Kings win, Superstar, All Star was 5-4 to the Irish Giants over the Saints. Shooting Star was 5-0 to the Banshees over the Giants. Saints won. Ascending Star 5-3 over Wolfhounds. Rising Star Celtic Tigers won 5-1 over Wolfhounds. And the Banshees won with an FF win over the Saints. So that's it. Any last words?
Just want to say thanks to everyone who's actually, come here week in, week out and played, 96, especially 92 Irish players. That's insane numbers that were actually putting up. And even if you look at the tournament last Friday, getting 36 players, it's great to see that the Irish scene there's the Irish players there, there's the backing, there's the players willing to compete. And look, I think it gives us every reason to be confident going into 2025.
Yeah, a bit of a change from 40 Irish in season 9. Right, that's it. Thanks very much, guys, for joining us. I have been Enron, that's been no, Rory's been the guy behind the stream for most of the series. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us. See you for the Xmas 4 tournament. Spoiler.
Bye.